All right. We're not tripping here. So I brought my brother named Nick. It's my brother named Nick. I'm gonna zoom out his face because he might not want his face, and that might blur his face. Do you consent to this, sir?
He said yes, but he just gave me a nod.
Yeah. Look. So let's say because one thing is we're not tripping out here. We're not tripping. So the reason I brought him in is to show we're not tripping out here. This is a planet, right?
Yeah.
On this planet, you can see its development, right? Depending on what happens, right? You can know if the planet's developing properly, if something's holding the planet back, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's humanoids in every, there's all sorts of planets, right? Depending on the life spectrum, there's different humanoids. Can you agree to that?
Yes.
And there's different life that can exist depending, and their bodies are going to be able to exist in it depending on what? The atmosphere. So just like you got fish that exist under the water, you can't breathe under it, it's because they got atmosphere. They have their body, they can exist in that atmosphere. So the thing is this planet, you can see when certain thought forms enter it. My reason of saying that is you can see when a specific humanoid species was here first, and then you can see which one came in and what it was used for. And so we know a certain humanoid species was used for stealing resources, human organ harvesting, and has been used to literally destroy the ecosystem. That's a fact. Just yesterday, I did a course lesson on fireworks and how it's been proven by a doctor that it affects your mental development because what goes up must come down. And all those chemicals are actually, it has toxic metals. They're not supposed to be in your body. When you breathe that in, it can't only affect you, it can also affect fetuses. It can create sterilization. It can destroy a baby's development. It might make a psychopath, a serial killer. It might make all sorts of stuff. But who's the one that created it? Independence Day is not bad. What's bad is what is done on that day. For example, Valentine's. You know why it's bad?
No.
Because they murder flowers. They murder nature. They murder that. They're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to at least make a garden, make something. But my reason telling you and the listeners this is for you to observe when a certain thought form came in. Because I'm going to give you an example. We know the Romans made, quote unquote, Christianity as a means to try to conquer spiritually the planet. We know that already. We know that. We already got the course lessons on that. But prior to that, it wasn't around. They were trying to destroy the Golden Age. And ever since they destroyed the Golden Age, 50 years later, after they took out the Egyptian mystery system, what did they do? They got destroyed 10 to 15 years later. And then what happened? They plunged the whole entire planet into upheaval. But what you can see is when a certain thought form wasn't there and when it got there, okay? So that's why I want people to observe. For example, on this planet, if you don't have corrupt thought forms, let's say this is Mars. They want to go to Mars. They go to Mars. What are they going to do on Mars? What they were doing here. But what were they sent on this planet to do? That's what you have to observe logically, not emotionally, where you're trying to, you want to cry because you're clung to a certain mind state that we can see where that mind state is going to get you. It's going to get you to waste your time and not actually solve any of the problems you got to resolve on this planet. And you have to enjoy your evolution. You can't enjoy your evolution because somebody's either trying to trick you, just trapping consciousness in a book, or trapping in artificial nonsense. Now, you can tell me if you disagree with any of this. Because this is the thing. I want to reach, if you want to debate, because we already have too many righteous souls on the page, and we're here to debate. So far, it's been crickets. And even though the professionals are very credible and professional, they have good hearts, and they're not stuck in one field, they're in 5 fields. Those professors, and I'm following a few, so check out the page. Those professors, they state factual information, and they're open for debate. So why is it that it's crickets and it's quiet, Nick? Why is it quiet when you provide factual information?
I have no idea.
So my thing is, I only said all of this so that you can start asking questions. When did a certain thought form enter a planet? What have been the effects of that? Because we already see the stats. We know the information. Okay? We know who were the salty liars that demonized. That's like somebody eradicating your whole entire village and then writing a book about, oh, your village was evil and it was this and that and this is why I destroyed it. Why would you in your psychology dedicate a whole entire years to updating a fucking lie? How do you feel about that, Nick?
I don't understand it.
It's sort of petty, right?
Yeah.
It's not only petty, but they also I'm not gonna go into a rant because guess what? I am not defending one humanoid species. I'm just saying facts, like truthful information. Like, for example, if it happened on this planet, if it happened on this planet, if it happened on this planet, you know why I would care? Because I care for all humanoid species, and I know that that's not okay. You're not supposed to get on this planet and just vandalize everything, especially if you're not from that atmosphere. Bitches want to go to Mars. Your body can exist there. So what, they want to make fucking suits to try to exist? Stop! You know why I say this? Because right now there's people being brutalized. There's people that deserve to evolve, to enjoy their experience while on the planet. And they can't do that because these parasites are trying to catch them with everything. Bro, if the church doesn't get you, the prison will get you. If the prison doesn't get you, the hospital's gonna get you. If the hospital doesn't get you, either way, it goes into one of them, because the mentalities that are given to you are mentalities of trap information to get you either gangbang, to associate, do stupid shit. That is like, nah, bro, you're not supposed to even do that. You're not. And if you do it, you're gonna learn exactly the consequences of you trying to do that. And we're too old, we're too grown to be repeating bullshit. There's so much more to do. So if you get into college, for example, you should be learning not the institutional lies. Because we already know the institutional lies. We know the biased information. They're not going to give you information for you to make new fields that can destroy them, right? And I'm not saying destroy them in evil, because they're the evil. You have to destroy the evil. If you're working under the evil, how are you going to stop the evil? You're never going to stop the evil by working under the evil. You have to get over it. And you have to level up. That means you got to protect developing souls in all humanoid species that make new fields, that make new technology, clean energy. You protect them, and that means going into the righteous collective public eye. That's why, for example, I have Constructively Superior, because Constructively Superior is one of our collectives where we protect our developing souls so that they can enjoy the process of creating without having someone try to shoot them or catch them off and say it was suicide. Oh, he drove off he drove off a road. Come on, man. That's not working anymore. Too many cases. I'm gonna show you after I'm done with this the video of over like 17 scientists that mysteriously freaking died because they were planning to give information, and they were gonna quit and bring their information to other areas, and the certain people didn't want to bring that information over that. So that I'm gonna put a screenshot on the screen so that you know exactly what we're talking about. Go check that out. And there's so much valuable information. So the reason this was said, the reason this was all made, and the reason you're being presented this video talk is so that you can observe. Just observe. When you do that, you help yourself become a righteous co-creator in your direct space in this age of Aquarius. So use the information wisely, share it, and yeah, just think about the information that's been provided and expand on it.